Hello, Cappies. I hope you're happy. I hope you've got your coffee. We're doing coffee shop with Cappy today. So, ha ha ha. My guides are trolling me a little bit here. They're definitely they're pulling my strings a little bit here. I'm getting this energy of like like when you're at school and your friends are like a dare you, a double dare you, that kind of thing. It's like my guides are double daring me. Am I going to say what they've been giving me or am I not? Of course I am. But first I have to say, and I have to stress, this is not a personal reading. It's a general reading. So I don't know your situation. I don't know which message I may be saying you. Just know that it's up to your intuition to take what is for you and what is for somebody else. Whatever you get from this, you take from it and leave everything else behind. It's a general reading. Gender's very fluid in the tarot. There may be a man or a woman on the cards. There may be a king or queen. I may say she, he, or they, masculine, feminine. Just know that it's more about the character, what that person's doing, rather than the gender. So if you feel like you need to switch the characters around a little bit, the genders around, you can do that. The reading's timeless when it finds you you're reading at that time. I'm recording this on Tuesday, ready for Thursday. I have to warn you, I've had my first COVID injection and I'm suffering slightly. I'm very, very warm. So I don't know if the coffee is a good idea or a bad idea. I may have a meltdown halfway through the video. Also, I'd encourage you not just to look at your sun, moon, rising signs, but also your Mars, Venus, and Mercury signs for this set of readings. So if you are looking at taking action, go and check out your Mars sign. If you're looking at a love reading, go and check out your Venus placement. If you are interested in friendship, communication, technology, these kind of things, go and look at your Mercury sign. All right, guys. Are we ready? So the first song that came through for you was Positions by Ariana Grande. So Cappies, you may be definitely feeling a little bit hot at the moment. I'm not the only one feeling hot in here. Feeling like maybe you look really good, knowing your worth, maybe choosing a certain person. Positions by Ariana Grande. Looking really good. Now, as that song was playing, I was thinking to myself, is that one of the songs that Tayla Parx wrote? Because I know that she wrote for the Positions album. I know that she's friends with Ariana Grande. She writes for her. I know that she's in one of the music videos, and I thought it was that one. I need to actually watch the music video. I swear she's in that music video. I wish I'd watched it now, because I swear there's something to do with the Positions and Ariana Grande. But I looked it up and she didn't write that song, but she did write for that album. She actually wrote 34, 35, which is quite funny to me for obvious reasons. And then the next song that played, as if it was confirmation, was What Can I Say by Tayla Parx. Now, I swear this is the way that it's coming through. I am not setting anything up here. Everything that I'm saying in this reading is exactly how it came through. So I'm there thinking to myself, was that song written by Tayla Parx? And then the song What Can I Say by Tayla Parx came up. So it was confirming for me. But I think I have the song Positions on my Spotify liked. I don't have the song 34, 35 on my liked songs. So I think I think that's the song it was trying to get me to. Lol. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. I think it was trying to tell me the Position song by Tayla Parx is what I think it was trying to tell me, but it couldn't pick that song because it wasn't on my likes. The third song that randomized for you, as I was kind of asking for a song specifically for this general reading for Capricorn, was Wolves by the Cat Empire. Want to Run Like Wolves. I love the music video to that. If you want to go and look it up, it's a girl. She's dancing alone in a dance studio. She's very free. She's very empowered. I really like that video. So there could be something there for you as well. So maybe something to do with female empowerment. I don't know. Tayla Parx. She's kind of a little bit of a. I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. She's got a lot of clout in the music industry. So yeah, I like her. I like her a lot. Your underlying is interesting. The cards, I have shuffled all these decks, but the cards were flopping out at me, and it's definitely trying to communicate something with the underlying. So I'm going to quickly show you, without going into too much detail, what is showing itself for you. So I kind of did it backwards for some reason, but Stag Spirit, take the lead, the Emperor card, along with Be Fearless and Bold. Both of these cards kind of fell out, like they were trying to get my attention, as if they were saying, you need to communicate this to Capricorn. Maybe you didn't listen in that last set of readings where you completely took over and took the lead and like pushed relegated poor Libras to fourth position in last week's the last set of readings that I did for the second half of the zodiac. But you know, if you need a confirmation, take the lead, be fearless and bold. Like, keep getting this message, Capricorn. Let it shine there, Peacock Spirit. The next deck, the card that I was shuffling, a card fell out. It was the Emperor card. The stag represents the Emperor for me. As if we needed confirmation, what was on the bottom of the deck was the King of Earth, King of Pentacles, typically Taurian energy, but I could definitely see it as being your energy. So just look at what's coming out. Look at what's coming out for you. Look, Capricorn, pay attention. Look at this. Look at the stag, the Emperor. I call this the Emperor. The Emperor's here. Like, he's got the antlers as well. I swear this is how it's coming out. I am not making this up. And then you had these two cards that fell out. The polar bear, typically Piscean energy for me. Again, it's kind of like the polar bears talk about that Nine of Wands energy, which I always call the Emperor in the making. It's the person facing the challenges, facing those difficult times, that really kind of like makes them kind of have that steel resolve. This person knows how to pick themselves up when they fall down. So there's a true perseverance energy that comes through with the polar bear for me. And again, like the stag, which represents the Emperor, the polar bear is an emperor in the making. It can also talk about business people, which is kind of King of Pentacles energy. So it actually says ancestors here as well, which again, you always get stuff about ancestors. My tummy's rumbling. I'm sorry about that. Again, a little bit poorly after having that COVID injection. Seahorse, which is interesting because this came through for Sagittarius as well. Equality came through. And again, like, look at this, almost like he's got this kind of like thing on his head again. So I don't know why this is here, but it could mean something to you. But then again on the bottom, as if we needed more confirmation, as if they weren't screaming this at you, Capricorn. Take the lead, be fearless and bold, Emperor, King of Earth with the stag, right? As if they weren't screaming this at you already. Power. Look at it. Right, the reading's done. There you go. That's what they wanted to communicate. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, they can't make it any clearer, honestly, Cappies. Right, okay, sip of my coffee while I deal with whatever this is. Cappy, I think you know what you have to do, and I double dare you. Double dare you. Take the lead. Go on. Be fearless and bold. Go and do it. Whatever it is that you're thinking of doing. Right, just to show you, I'm putting these in. So if they come back out again, if they want me to read the messages that come along with these, they will come out again. But again, it's general reading, not a personal reading. So I don't know what's going to come out when I start to shuffle here. A message for Cappy, please, for Thursday. Dolphin, happiness. Happy. Cappy. Are you happy yet? Come on, I've been working on you for a while now. Are you there yet, Cappy? And armadillo, groundedness. Well, I want to be happy, but I need to be grounded. I need to do the practical things. Look, I'm an emperor. I can't just be swimming around with the dolphins all the time. This reading is going to be the silliest reading. Right, okay, dolphins. Love the dolphins. Talks to me about Venus energy, so Taurus, Libra. Venus was born of the sea, so dolphins in art cannot often represent her. So this is what it always gives me. 42 could be relevant. I see 42 a lot. It talks to me about the answer to life, the universe, and everything. What's that quote? I've probably mangled it because it's going to be one of those readings. The guides are just going to give me everything wrong. Noticing the clownfish there. All right, let's see where this is going. The energy is very, very playful. Very playful. Very mischievous. I don't think they're telling you anything wrong. I think they're just... I think they're poking at you, right? They're kind of poking at you like... almost like poking fun, but in a playful, well-meaning way, I think is what's happening. That's the energy that's coming through. Happiness. Happiness is not a continuous state, although it's a worthy feeling to seek. Know what makes you happy and do more of this. What makes you happy, Cappy? Do more of that. Pfft, simple. That's the answer, right? That's the answer. Number 42. Happiness has everything to do with your reaction to life rather than what happens to you from outside sources. Okay? I'm going to read that again. Happiness has everything to do with your reaction to life rather than what happens to you from outside sources. So I'm going to say that this is fitting in with me with the Taurus reading. Again, you've kind of got this Taurus energy here with the Emperor. Typically Taurian energy can be Aries. They had something that was saying to them, we all face challenges in life. You know, when life throws you a curveball, it's not unique to you, that specific ball maybe, but, you know, the universe, life is constantly throwing things in our direction. They're constantly putting challenges in our path. They're constantly trying to knock us down to our knees, right? They're teaching us a lesson. They're teaching us lessons of how to pick ourselves back up again. The way it was coming through in Taurus's reading, again with this dolphin and ocean business, it was the universe is going to keep rolling those waves at you. They're going to keep on coming. So you can either let the first one knock you over and sink, or you can get up and you can, I don't know, ride a surfboard over the waves. You can jump over the waves. You can ride a dolphin over the waves, right? So it's all about the approach. The waves are going to keep on coming. How are you going to handle them? So like that polar bear energy, I said it's like the 9 of Wands energy, where the universe is going to, every time you think you're back on your feet, the universe is going to be like, okay, thought you were happy, did you? Here comes the next curveball. It sucks. It sucks. It's tough love. You know, you are ruled by Saturn, the planet of tough love. But it's teaching you how to have that polar bear perseverance energy. It's teaching you how to be an emperor. It's teaching you how to pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, laugh about it, you know, even the pain, laugh at, you know, finding the humor in it, and keeping on going. They're showing me once upon a time I'd been to a course at university in Manchester, and I was walking through the city street, and I had talking about coffee, I had it was actually Cafe Nero, a big Cafe Nero takeaway cup, and I was walking, and I stumbled on the pavement. I kind of tripped over my own feet and kind of sloshed coffee everywhere, and kind of corrected myself and kind of giggled at myself, because I find it funny, you know, people when they fall over, people react differently. Some people fall and they get embarrassed and they kind of, you know, beat themselves up over it. Some people fall and think, haha, I'm such a clown, you know, clownfish. This is why they show me the clownfish. I'm a clown, haha, I can laugh at myself. Then I looked to my left, and there was a car right next to me in the traffic, full of young lads, like 20-year-olds, and they were pissing themselves laughing at me, like absolutely pointing, laughing, cracking up at my expense. And I was a bit embarrassed, but I kind of gave them a bit of a like, haha, I'm a clown grin, and carried on my way. And I can laugh about it, you know, it's funny, and this is what the lesson is learn to laugh at yourself. Learn to take the hurdles in your stride. Learn that even if you do fall over and bungle it and knock that hurdle over, and they're showing me the imagery and it's funny, you know, you try and leap over the hurdle and your foot gets caught and you land in a big heap, you know, the whole school's laughing at you. You dust yourself off, you kind of wave to the crowd, you know, it's all in how you handle it. Be the showman, you know, especially if you muck up in public, like that poor footwork, take it in your stride, laugh at yourself, own it. This is it. Own your mistakes. Own your mistakes. You know, put on the show, wave to the crowd, bow, big grin. You know, it's light-hearted, it's funny, it's endearing, and it shows that you are confident. It shows that you're, you know, that you can take those hits. It's how it's coming through. So my little happy Cappies, finding that happiness within. If you place your happiness solely in the hands of other people, then you will be disappointed. It has to come from you. It has to come from your attitude to life, your ability to pick yourself up, to laugh at your mistakes, not beat yourself up over them, and you know, accept that humanity of yourself. A lot of the time, Capricorn tends to be quite a what's the word? Almost like, you know, when people root for the underdog. You know. They tend to be quite forgiving. They tend to see the humanity in other people. They tend to find the faults of others quite endearing. They're very high standards, very much like Virgo, you know, very, and Libra as well, quite idealistic, quite high standards, but very. If somebody's bad intentioned, if somebody's being deceptive, if somebody's being ill-natured, you will not stand for it. Again, like Libra, chopping it out, cutting it out, gone, done. Not having that. If somebody's well-meaning, if somebody's just a bit awkward, you know, if they mean well, you have a lot of time for those people. A lot of time for those people. And I think that that ability that you have to forgive the mistakes of others, to see their humanity, to see it as part of their character. This theme of unconditional love keeps coming through. All this week, since Virgo's reading last week. You know, that kind of like, I always think of Capricorn energy as being kind of like this granddad energy. You know, the granddad who's a little bit, he's got a twinkle in his eyes, a little bit childish. You know, you can see that inner light, that spark within his eyes. You know, whether you're he, she, or they, it's that kind of very grounded, very practical, but there's a bit of mischief there. I can't remember where I was going with that now. Have that kindness that you have for others. Turn it inwards on yourself. Nobody's asking you to be perfect, Capricorn. You know, the Emperor doesn't get to be the Emperor because they're perfect. The Emperor gets to be the Emperor because they own the mistakes. They learn from them. They develop strategies to avoid making those mistakes in the future. This is what brings them into that very powerful leadership energy, you know, and because they've been there, they've done that, they've you know, they wrote the rule book on mistake making. So yeah, be kind to yourself, and then you'll be happier because, you know, you're not beating yourself up all the time for the mistakes you've made. And I think if you're honest with yourself as well, you'll know that you know you're not a bad person. If you have made mistakes, it comes from, you know, that shadow work, and I think you've been doing the shadow work, you know, since I've enjoyed Capricorn's journey throughout my readings, and, you know, I definitely can see that huge amount of self-improvement that Cappies have been doing, you know, really maturing, actually. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, if you place your happiness solely in the hands of other people, then you will be disappointed. It's not for other people to make you happy. It comes from within. It's that Nine of Cups energy, right? The goddess Yumea began as an Orisha, a spirit of rivers and watery places in Africa. When her waters broke, all of the waters of the world were released. So her realm is the water, whether that be sea or river. Yumea slips between the waves, fish-tailed like a mermaid, playing with the waves with the moonlight woven in her hair. She is the mother of all, and the nourishing and life-giving power of water. As her people would, so it talks about slavery. I don't want to read the whole thing, but there you go. You can read that yourself if you want to. I don't know if all of it has. I don't know if all of it is relevant to you or not, so I'll let you read that one yourself, but I'll read the magic parts. The magic. See that curved smile on the dolphin's face? Telling you the cheeky. This will give you a hint about their magic. When you feel tired and world weary, when you have forgotten what it is like to play with friends in an easy way, or just to run free, run like wolves, right? Call in some dolphin magic to remind you. The joyful magic has been used since ancient times, and dolphins have always been seen as being an exceptional creature with happy intelligence that has been benevolent for humankind. Yeah, benevolence. That's what I was I think maybe that was the word I was trying to look for before, that benevolence, that compassion and kindness, and then groundedness. But I've got to be grounded. I've got to do the practical day-to-day life things. Creation snake. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to leave that there like that. Coffee, right? Hang on. Who is Cappy in today's reading, please? Who is Cappy in today's reading? Hey. Aww. Did not expect that for you. It's like how I didn't expect the Queen of Pentacles, like Capricorn energy, to come out of a Libra. I was like, oh, right, okay. Oh. Right, Page of Cups. Shakespearean love, right? The Page of Cups. It can symbolise an apology. You know, I am getting this impression that you feel like you've done something wrong. You may have to apologise to someone. You may not do, right? But you may feel that way. You may have to forgive yourself. I think you owe yourself an apology for something. I think for beating yourself up over things that, quite frankly, is very human. As long as you've learned from that, I think that's the important thing. The Page of Cups, though, can symbolise a new love offer, a new gesture of friendship. Very, very new with it being a page. Very sweet intentioned. It's Piscean energy for me. It's there's an element of fantasy, of make believe, of having beautiful, impossible dreams. But the thing with the Page of Cups is the impossible becomes possible. That's why there's a fish in the cup. Who'd have thought there'd be a fish in the cup, but there is. So it can symbolize a surprise as well. So there could be some sort of emotion happening for you that comes as a surprise to you. It could be somebody makes some sort of emotional gesture to you. It surprises you. Very, very, very romantic energy, very sweet, very pure intentioned. I think you had this quite a few times when I was talking about that distilled emotions for you. When you boil it down to the core, I think you had the Page of Cups. So you're operating right now from a place of almost like childlike innocence, right? Of intentional naivety, of the pure, well-intentioned emotional root of all the situations that are going on around you. It's like, what is the core of the matter for you? And the core of the matter is a very sweet nature. I think there's probably some people who know Capricorns who are saying, what are you talking about? This person here, like this emperor, this person has like this little childlike romantic Piscean quality to them. Yeah, like look at his eyes. Like, absolutely. That is a dreamer's eyes. All right. Sorry, you've got the beep beep truck. It's not even Thursday and you've got the beep beep truck. It just knows that I'm doing a Capricorn reading. I want to know about the people around Capricorn at the moment who are affecting Capricorn, probably emotionally. Who are the major players in Capricorn's life at the moment? What's going on for Cappy? If I could get one card per person, please. Up to 3. You have Justice, Libran energy. Could be somebody involved in some kind of court situation, contracts, law, business contracts. Because could be something balancing out for you. This could be somebody who is helping you get out, draw up or get out of some sort of contract, helping you with some kind of with literally the justice system, right? It can also talk about karma, divine justice, things being made right. So there could be, with this symbolizing a possible apology, you could be making something right with somebody. This could be somebody that you're making something right with. We'll pull more cards on all these characters and find out more about them. Who else, please? Okay, the Ace of Coins. I don't know who that is. The Hangman on the bottom there, Aquarian energy, looking at things from a different perspective, putting yourself in someone else's shoes, not in someone else's food. Don't put yourself in someone else's food. And this sense of kind of being quite stuck, hanging around, but also self-sacrifice in your underlying there. Ace of Coins, there could be somebody offering you something. They could be giving you a gift, offering you a new opportunity, offering you a job. Can you hear that crow? This is a tangible offer. This is a real offer being made. Either you're doing it to someone or they're offering you something. So somebody here who could be investing in something, giving you a gift, offering you a job, all these kind of things by the Ace of Coins. It's an opportunity, and it's a divinely guided opportunity. It's like an offer falling into your lap. It could be unexpected, but it's the universe is bringing you something. They're bringing you an opportunity here or a gift. We'll find out more about who that person is. I feel like that's obviously going to be the person giving you the gift, or who you are giving a gift to. I'm getting so warm. Sorry, I'm just like shuffling around here. Okay. Again, if you're spotting my hair as well, I haven't brushed it today. I'm like, listen. I had my COVID jab yesterday and I'm very warm, and I spent the morning asleep, suffering. So if I've not brushed my hair today, then that is my own business. just ignore it. Right, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Cappy. You're showing us Page of Cups. What's going on for you? What is going on for you? Tell me about that Page of Cups. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Oh my God, Cappy. I love this energy for you. So what I was talking about finding that inner light, finding the light within in the darkness. This is this card for me. Again, the Nine of Wands. So I was talking with the polar bear and the Emperor and things about picking yourself up and keeping going, finding the inner light, finding the inner strength, keeping your focus with the star, leading into the star. This is like being very focused on your own dreams, your own wishes, your own destiny, holding on to that within, right? Holding that light within. You can see that this particular Nine of Wands, she's in a very, very dark place. So you could have been in a dark place. You could have had very difficult external circumstances around you, or you could have just felt very despondent, very you know, like something's lacking from your life, like there's a higher meaning. So being in this dark place, but learning how to pick yourself back up again, learning how to be that wounded warrior, to keep going, to keep persevering, while all the time having this inner light, this inner belief in your own purpose, in your own destiny, your own goals, your own dreams, your own ambitions, your own wishes. So it's coming from a very sweet, very Piscean place of believing in the impossible, never giving up on your hopes, never giving up on your dreams, reassessing. Sometimes, you know, you may say that dream is no longer achievable. I need to visualize where I'm going to go next. So what I love about Piscean energy is they are the dreamer of the zodiac. They have this fantastic imagination, where they can visualize, they can fantasize, like literally fantasizing, right, of something better. So I always say that they're kind of like the knights in shining armor, or the princesses, or the, you know, these kind of like very romantic old stories. You know, they like the fantasy. They like, you know, like Star Wars, or, you know, myths, and you know, all these things that, excuse me a second. So my son just came in, who is a Pisces. He's playing a game called, what is it, Joe? Trailmakers?
Yeah.
Trailmakers. which is a computer game. I think it's free on Game Pass, if you have that. And it's kind of like a engineering game. You can create cars and things like this. He loves it. I love anything to do with engineering. I've got a bit of a history of engineering in my family, so he's totally following in his ancestors' footsteps with that. Love it, encouraging it. And it's creative as well, right? So he's playing this game, and again, it's so funny, like the things that are coming through in this reading. So my son is a Pisces, so it's funny that I'm talking about Pisces energy and my son appears. Pages can mean children, and he told me he's unlocked something in this game, and he's unlocked a mustache that you can put on your vehicles. So I guess a bit like that film Cars, right? And he said, the description says, I must ask you a question. Again with the puns. I was getting a lot of puns for Sagittarius.
I can hear you.
You're listening, are you?
Yeah.
Do you think I explained it well?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. So, yeah, that's for someone. So, I can't remember what I was saying. It's the Piscean energy, the Piscean ability to fantasize a better future for themselves, fantasize a dream reality for themselves. It's the purest kind of manifestation tool available. So because it's allowing you to visualize yourself in different situations, it's allowing you to sort of through the dream space to be able to try different roles on for yourself and try and figure out what suits you, what doesn't suit you, rather than being trapped in the mundane and the path that opens up in front of you and just following that aimlessly. It's giving you this ability to visualize and manifest yourself in other situations. So I feel like you've been doing this, and I feel like this ability to be this dreamer is what's keeping you going when things get tough. I absolutely do this too. I think it's if you think about things like mind palaces, you can go and Google it if you don't know what that is, intentional dreaming definitely keeps you going when things get challenging. So I think you've been doing a similar thing. So 9, absolutely 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior, falling to your knees, picking yourself up time and time again, keeping your eyes on that prize, right? And then the eyes on the prize is the star card. Aquarian energy, again, you've got Aquarius. I do tend to get that quite a lot between between Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. I get a lot of crossover between these 3 signs. So this star is representing whatever it is you've been focused on. It's hopes, dreams, wishes, wherever you see yourself going. You may actually dream of being a star. This may indicate the spotlight being on you, having a lot of attention on you, kind of people seeing your success and celebrating it. It also has this wonderful element of healing. The star card is like having a spa day, having that self-care, having that inner respect for yourself. I feel like you're on the path, you're on the road, right, with this 9 of Wands to reaching some sort of destination in your life where you're going to achieve some sort of goal, perhaps get some recognition for it, and it's going to be very healing for you. It could heal some kind of shadow work that you've been doing. It could be very much like my attitude, as I was saying before. I think I was saying it in Sagittarius's reading, about how I've got Mars in Sagittarius, so I've got a lot of Libra and Gemini energy that kind of means I'm indecisive. But when I do set a goal for myself, I have a lot of willpower, a lot of focus on achieving that goal. So for me, it was I decided I needed a degree. I was going to go back to university. I was going to get a degree. Very, very focused on it. And by doing that, even though I'm not particularly utilizing that degree in any kind of career form, it's given me a lot of knowledge. It's actually kind of expanded my soul, my bubble of knowledge, my awareness of the world, of things that are happening, awareness of tradition and culture and where we come from and why we do and say and write the things that we do, right, as humans, as humanity. My degree is humanities with specialisms in literature and classics, because I'm interested in in people and why we tell the stories that we tell, why we record the things that we record, why we don't record the things that we don't record. Why do things happen? What is the culture behind this? It's very interesting to me. So even though I'm not actively using my degree in any professional sense, I'm very, very happy that I did it. And it's kind of healed a bit of a wound for me where I was always very smart in school. I always was top of the class, but I didn't apply myself when I should have done. As a teenager, quite directionless, and I didn't get the qualifications. I mean, I got my GCSEs, but I dropped out of college. I didn't get the qualifications to evidence my intelligence or my ability to attain those things. So for me to have that degree under my belt, it's validation that that I have that ability. And it's not for anyone else. It's not to prove myself to others. It was to prove something to myself, that I was capable of doing this. So I feel like whatever this is for you, whatever this goal is that you need to attain, it's going to heal you in a sense of validating something to you that you needed to hear, perhaps. Now we go into this Empress energy. It could be attached to this Justice card because Justice is Libra, Empress is Taurus and Libra, so there's a connection here between these two cards, but it doesn't have to be. It could be two completely separate people. This could be you coming into Empress energy, being very much, it's funny because you've got all this Emperor energy up here, like Emperor look, divine counterparts. You may see somebody as, he, she, they, don't worry about that. I'm going to give you the different ways that I can translate this message. So for some of you, you have a person in mind. You have somebody that you have up on a pedestal. Look, she's literally up on a pedestal. It's almost like if I dreamt of who my perfect person would be. I've made a wish list. I've put it out into the universe. I've visualized what I want from who would be my perfect partner. And then this could be a person that it could be a concept, but it's almost like if I find this person, if this person loves me, it's going to validate something to myself, that I'm worthy. That I am the Emperor, if you like. And again, he, she, they, don't worry about that too much. I'm Libra. I'm identify as a woman, as feminine, and I quite often get the Emperor card coming out for myself because it's about yang energy, taking action, taking ownership of your own life, not being passive, where the Empress is more passive. So this could be a person for you. Don't worry about the gender. So this person who's like, this person's my perfect person. If I get this person, then I'm also in this very high vibrational energy. I'm worthy. For others of you, you are doing something where you're learning to be an Empress or Emperor energy. You're kind of learning all the lessons of the zodiac, all four queens or all four kings of the tarot, where you kind of being the master of your emotions, the master of your passions, really learning to communicate and take action when you need to, and also being very grounded, being very practical, gaining those skills, those qualifications, so that you can really be the master of your own life, really being very, very strong. The Empress has a huge amount of core strength, and she is, because she's so strong, because she's so powerful, because she's so experienced, again with this Nine of Wands energy of picking yourself up, getting yourself back onto your feet. I love this reading. Either way, this message is wonderful, Capricorn. It's very, very strong, very much getting control of your own life, not being codependent in any sort of way to anyone or anything, and really being very empowered. It's funny, we had that female empowerment thing coming through, right? Absolutely gorgeous. Like, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve in this energy, and you're focused on that, and that's keeping you going through perhaps a very difficult period of your life where you feel very stuck. So either way, it's looking really good for you. But just remember that you always have these hopes and dreams and wishes from within. Whether you acknowledge it or not, whether you need the external validation or not, you are the emperor or empress of your own life. You do have these skills. You are the star of your own story. Whatever happens outside of that, just know that you don't need that external validation. You may be seeking it. You may have a bit of Leo in your chart. You may be seeking external validation. If you don't get it, don't crumble. Don't crumble. Okay? The universe is saying, you know, you have this ability. So don't pin all your hopes and dreams on somebody else. Yeah, something to do with confidence there, because you are showing as a page. You're being told to be the emperor, but you're showing as a page. So I feel like this is something to do with being a little bit unsure, being a little bit, there's some sort of confidence issue coming through there. And it's okay to be nervous, right, when you're faced with something new. That's okay, that's normal. Just please keep those dreams and wishes and hopes alive. And if one doesn't work out, reassess. You're showing as emperor and empress energy, so you are 100% worthy of anything that you want. And if it doesn't work out, you know, rejection is divine's protection. You are it wasn't right for you, right? If it doesn't work out, it wasn't right for you. It's them, not you. All right, Justice card. Tell me about the Justice card, please. Actually, just give me a second. I was just plugging my battery back in. It was getting a bit low there. I was uploading Sagittarius's reading, so I have to mess around with the plug sockets. All right, Justice. Who is this and what are they doing in your reading, Cappy? Why is Justice? Why is Clint Eastwood here in Cappy's reading? Seven of Air. The Seven of Air is deception. The Seven of Air is the thief in the night. So if you've been stolen from, if somebody's been deceptive around you, karma's going to come in for this person. There's going to be a correction here. If somebody has been underhand, don't be vengeful. That does not serve you. Okay, like Clint Eastwood in that film. I think it's Unforgiven, right? It's not healthy to be vengeful and vindictive. That doesn't serve you. It's healthy for you to let things go. Sometimes I would say that you have to use the law to do what's right to get justice. You know, if somebody's stolen from you, you may need to use the court system to get that money back. Make sure it's in high vibrational energy and it's not about vengeance or teaching someone a lesson. That doesn't serve you. Okay, hand it over to the universe if you have to. Say, universe, look, this person has acted in low vibrational energy. Can you sort this out for me? And the universe will sort it out. This is probably one of the softest Seven of Air cards, Seven of Swords cards. So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. The meaning of this Seven of Swords card, the depiction that's normally on the imagery of this card, is somebody stealing swords from a battlefield so that they can't be used against them the next day. So this could be somebody who is strategizing in terms of because it's very gentle. There's like doves around this person. There's these animals are all coming to this person. She's very tranquil. She's very peaceful. She's very. It has that energy of let the laws of karma play out. You know, it almost feels like. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure of what's coming through here. Why is the woman on this card wearing a mask? There could be definitely some kind of situation that you're dealing with in terms of literally like law or contracts or something where you could be stolen from. Like the Five of Earth is a loss. It's a monetary loss. It's half of the Ten of Pentacles. So feels like maybe somebody's thrown money away in some kind of way. There's a fox here on this card. Foxes are Seven of Swords energy. It's again the thief in the night, the cunning fox, the person who's saying one thing and doing another. But it comes with this energy of healing the heart space. The Five of Pentacles can be out in the cold, feeling rejected, feeling like you can't get something. It's a card about feeling rejected, feeling like a door's been closed to you. So I feel like she's wearing a mask because perhaps she feels, this person, they feel rejected, they fear loss, Why is the Seven of Swords here? What is the Seven of Swords? Strength and communication. The Messenger of Air is the Knight of Swords. This person they're communicating, they're taking fast action. Can be a little bit impulsive. There's information coming, there's news coming in, there's action being taken. I feel like whatever this information is that's coming forward, it takes a lot of strength to do this. I'm kind of seeing this as two sides, you know, the weighing of the Justice card, you know, they have the scales, they're weighing two sides. And there's this thing about the soul being as light as a feather as well, you know, a white feather. So I feel like there's some kind of divine karma playing out here where somebody's been deceptive, wearing a mask out in the cold, healing some kind of pain of feeling like they've lost something. Could be a financial loss, they could be stolen from. Where over here there's information coming in, there's news, there's strength. It feels like facing it head on, right? And it feels like doing it with somebody by your side. Like there's companionship here with this card. I'm just looking at the colours. It's like, feels like two people, right? I don't understand what this is. Do you understand what this is? I don't understand what this is. The pomegranates up there. I'm going to read this strength card. Could be that you're literally dealing with the court system here. It's taking you a lot of strength. You know, you had that Nine of Wands, which talks about having to persevere, having to stay strong, having to keep picking yourself back up. So you could be dealing with something. It feels like could be taking a long time to work something out. Yeah, strength, endurance. I can go the distance, and I know that everything occurs in divine, appropriate timing. I have courage as I manifest miracles. When I allow spirit to work through me, I am strong enough to move mountains and overcome any obstacle inside or out. Okay. Because this is a person, right? I don't understand it. I'm going to ask one more time. Let's put these cards away. So the Justice card is representing a person in Capricorn's reading, and there's deception here. Explain to me why this person has this deception. Two of Cups. Because it can be self-deception too. So is it the Two of Cups or is it not the Two of Cups? Is it the Two of Cups or is it not the Two of Cups? Which way, please? There's a player. There's somebody who's a player. So somebody thinks that there's a Two of Cups situation, but the other person is showing as being in and out energy, like playing. Messenger of water in the reverse. Yeah, I think maybe self-deception. Feeling out in the cold, feeling like somebody's your Two of Cups, but also thinking whether this person is or whether they're thinking they're deceiving themselves. I don't know. The messages, the emotions and the passions, there's no communication. So there could be some sort of doubts. Two of Cups is in the upright. So it feels to me like somebody is questioning. Somebody feels like somebody is their Two of Cups. Which is, doesn't have to be romantic. It can be friendship. It can be, you know, co-workers, all sorts of things. It's almost like I thought you were my friend. I thought we were together in something, but there's no communication happening here. There's no messages of love. There's no messages of passion. So have I been deceiving myself is how it feels. And this Piscean energy is, there is an element of, with the fantasy element, there is an element of am I wearing rose tinted glasses? Am I deceiving myself? Is this a fantasy? Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? I don't have the answer other than the Two of Cups is in the upright. If it was in the reverse, it wouldn't be. If it's in the upright, it is. So it's not very clear. I'm sorry, that's not the most helpful answer there, Cappy. What's the Ace of Coins? There's inner conflict. It could be an argument. It could be literally you're arguing with somebody because there's a new opportunity here. You've got a new chance, a new opportunity, a new offer, job offer. It could involve relocation. It could involve travel, even across like to a different country here with the World card. There could be an offer that has come to you online. There could be some anxiety, some mental confusion over closing out a cycle, learning some sort of lesson. What is the World card? No. What is the Ace of Coins? What is the Ace of Coins? No. What is the Five of Air? Hangman. Hangman. You could have a difference of opinion with an Aquarius. You could have different thoughts of opinions about a situation, about a new opportunity, perhaps involving global travel, or, as I say, ending a cycle, beginning something brand new here with this Ace of Coins. This could be internal. It could be you, it could be this person. Somebody here is trying to figure things out from a different angle, trying to look at things from all different angles. There could be some sort of hold up, there could be some kind of new opportunity, but there's a hold up, there's restrictions. Perhaps there's a new opportunity, you can't go for it, you can't travel because of COVID restrictions. The Five of Air is it can talk about inner conflict, the inner conflict of thoughts. I was talking about how I've got a lot of Libra in my chart on my Gemini moon, which means that I have a tendency to want to look at things from all different angles before I take action. So this is the same kind of energy. This is like I need to look at this really, really carefully, and I'm quite conflicted because I have different conflicting thoughts about closing out a cycle in my life and going for some brand new opportunity. It's almost like, should I go for this or should I not go for this, is how it's feeling. it's almost like thinking yourself stuck, whether this is you or whether this is this person. Well, that was easier. That was a lot clearer than whatever's going on with that Justice card. I think you have made a decision. I think if you trust your instincts, if you trust your gut, you've made a decision. You're just waiting now. You're in a kind of hangman waiting period where it's not quite the right time to take action. But you... Again, there could be some kind of contracts that are closing out. You know, you have to, you know, if you want to take a new job opportunity, you, depending on how long you've been with a company, sometimes you have a long notice period. So it could be like, instead of being like, what, 4 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it is normally, it could be like 2 years, you know, that you have to, that you've signed a contract, so you have to work at a certain place for a certain amount of time. It could be something like that. All right, let's just tuck all these in. I'm seeing the moth and the butterfly here as well, by the way, so there is a change. All right, Cappy, what is going on for you? The best advice, please, for anyone resonating with this reading right now. Anything else? Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Ugh. Keep hanging around. There's the Ace of Cups, though. Keep waiting. Keep hanging around. Take your time. You've got some newness coming. Ace of Coins, Ace of Cups. There is a change coming. There is something new. Slow and steady wins the race. If the universe is putting obstacles in your path, if it's like you keep hitting these loopholes, you keep hitting more and more paperwork that it needs doing, the universe is slowing you down for a reason, okay? There's divine timing at play. The three, like I say, the Three of Fire, it's, look, you've got the Ace of Air as well. And there's the King of Earth again. You've got a lot of aces. There's something, you are absolutely wrapping something up, going for the new. But you're doing it in a slow and methodical way because you know that that's how you lay secure foundations, or the universe is doing that for you. Divine timing, making a decision, divine timing at play. Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. Okay. Yeah. Dealing with the finer details, looking at the small things. Slow and steady. Take your time. You're moving in the right direction. You're going to get there, right? The humble mouse. Sorry, I'm making silly noises because my full handle is Cinderella Mouse. So I associate with when the mouse card comes out, I'm like, oh, it's talking to me. And am I humble? Am I though? Am I? So when I went, oh, the humble mouse, I actually flicked my hair. Right, the humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details. She doesn't. She has a Gemini moon. And Mouse Spirit calls on you to notice the nuances and the fine print at this time. Fine print, Justice card, right? If you're dealing with contracts, read the fine prints. There could be loopholes that you're not aware of that are going to help you get unstuck. There could be conditions that you need to be aware of if you're signing new contracts, okay? Pay attention. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, Star card, it is easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as the small voice inside of you that says, this doesn't feel right. Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. There is some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you've too readily dismissed it as nothing big or nothing special. Mouse Spirit reminds you that what seems small may be more important and powerful than you think, so look again. Do not underestimate yourself. Page of Cups. What did I say, Cappy? Don't underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. Yeah, I feel like you've got a lot on your plate. I think you're dealing with a lot. I think there's a lot of kind of like tangible, practical things that you're kind of juggling at the moment, especially like with this card showing up here. So yes, Tommy, I'm going to feed you soon. So similar to that Sagittarius reading where it felt like somebody there was, in Sagittarius's reading, there was this little tiny fairy that was trying to get someone's attention, but this person was really, really busy with kind of like practical matters. And I feel like there's a similar thing going on here for you, where it's like you're probably very, very busy. There's probably a lot of stuff that you're dealing with, a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities. And it could be that you're finding it difficult to find the time to really, yes, because again, that's the message that was coming through in Sagittarius's reading. So just be careful that you are that you're maintaining your focus when it's important to do so. So there's something going on in your life that really needs your attention. It needs attention to detail. It really needs you to get it right. So you're going to have to make, I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to have to make time and space to really, really go through something with a fine-tooth comb, right? To pick out the bugs and to, you know, get that attention to detail right. All right. I hope this reading was helpful to you. This reading has trolled me a bit personally, in my spirit. When I finish this reading, I'm going to pull you 2 more songs, one of which is going to be what you need to hear the most right now if you're resonating with this reading. The last song is going to be a piece of advice for you. So if you're resonating with this reading, there's going to be a piece of advice in there. So check out that description box where all the songs are listed, and you're going to find those last 2 songs. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell, leave me a comment if anything has particularly resonated with you. And if you're coming in as a stealth watcher and flying under the radar, sorry, I'm just thinking that, like, I think the universe has perhaps noticed a few people, judging by some of the things that came through in that reading. Yeah. Listen, it's a general reading, and I respect the fact that sometimes people come in as stealth watchers. And yeah, do take care. And I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, guys.